Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of the D-Pad Discourse. This edition will be for the first half of December 2014. Alright, well, the November NPD stats came out recently, and the Xbox One was the top selling console in North America for the month of November. It was the very first month that the Xbox One got number one in North America since December of 2013. And the Xbox One sold more than 1 million consoles during the month of November. It's a really great thing. It's great to see so many people move in to this current generation of gaming. And the PS4 also did well too. I think together, combined, the two consoles made up more than 2 million in sales in North America. So that's a huge amount of people move into this current gen of gaming. And hopefully this will further push things in 2015 so that less games be made cross-gen and or made for the Xbox One, PS4, and the 360 and PS3. I want to see more games start using the PS4 and the Xbox One to their full potential. So hopefully the sales during this Christmas season help with that. The Xbox One deals were crazy during the month of November. The PS3 had good deals too. The PS4 had good deals too, but the Xbox One deals were just crazy. Get a bundle with Assassin's Creed and like 2-3 free games alongside it for under $300. It was just crazy deals, and it's not really that surprising that the Xbox One won November, but at the same time, I would say it's still surprising to see it just do so well. I believe that the Xbox One did better than it did during the launch of November. Back in November 2013, I believe there was more Xbox One sold in November 2014 in North America than there was in November 2013. So that's pretty good, really good. And Microsoft didn't just do this to say that they beat the PS4 for a month. There was many other important reasons why they made these deals and these bundles for this time of year. This puts the Xbox One exclusives coming in 2015 in a much better position because there's so many people who have an Xbox One now thanks to these deals and bundles. And maybe if those exclusive games do well, those games will become franchises with multiple sequels. And so these great sales that came during this previous month help with that. They help future new IPs have a better chance at becoming franchises. So it was very important. And also, as I said before, it's just very important to get more people into this current gen to help move things along and to finally cut ties with the 360 and or PS3. So overall, it was a good month. We'll see how things are during December. I do believe that Xbox One will take December too, but more likely not by as much as they did during November. Alright, now taking things back a bit, the Game Awards happened this month, and the Game Awards did very well, especially in comparison to the VGX. Jeff Keighley should be very, very proud. The Game Awards had 75% more viewers than the VGX event back in 2013, and this is great considering the fact that the Game Awards had no ties to Viacom or Spike TV, and therefore the Game Awards didn't really have that much advertising, at least not as much advertising as the VGX event. The event itself was really good. I enjoyed it. The only negative things I could say about it was that it felt about an hour too long in terms of the length of the overall show, and also there were some sound issues too, but some of that is probably just due to it being a live event. So hopefully they could fix that up for next year, and next year the Game Awards should be a really good event. Alright, another big event that happened this month was the PSX event. There was a decent amount of announcements during this event. I thought it was pretty good overall. It's good to, due to the Game Awards being so close to PSX, it kind of felt like we had a mini E3 during this month, during December. The announcements were pretty good. But the main thing that impressed me the most out of anything that was at PSX was the Uncharted 4 gameplay. The game looks great. It looks more open in comparison to the first 3 Uncharted games, and it looks more stealth based instead of it being all about action. Uncharted 3 had a lot of action scenes, and the environment, or at least the environment that you play the missions in, they were very I should say like very small. Well, I shouldn't say small, but just they were like inside buildings, and they were very, you know, closed in. And in comparison to Uncharted 4 is very open. At least it seems that way from the footage that we saw at PSX. So this game looks to be a very good next gen step up for the series, and hopefully the game is really good. I'm definitely interested in seeing how people feel the game is when it finally releases. There were some other good announcements too. You had the announcement of Street Fighter V being exclusive, a console exclusive on the PS4, and that news leaked out before the event, but it was still, you know, big news. I mean, the PS4 now has a lock on the fighting game community due to this deal, and I don't know if this deal will be just for the vanilla version of Street Fighter V, or if it will be also for the future iterations, you know, the Super Street Fighter V and so on and so forth. But again, it's a good deal, and Sony, you know, like I said before, they have a lock on the fighting game community because Street Fighter is pretty much the Call of Duty of fighting games. I mean, it's the most popular fighting game series out there pretty much, and you know, getting that is a big deal. I mean, fighting games, they're, you know, not as popular as they used to be, but they're still, you know, pretty popular, and thanks to events like EVO, they've gained popularity over these past few years. So Sony getting a hold on that via this deal with Street Fighter is a pretty big thing. So that was a good announcement, a good pickup. And another thing that will probably be remembered at this PSX event was the Final Fantasy VII announcement. So many people thought that it would be a complete remake for the PS4, you know, in full HD, but it was just the port of the game on the PS1. I believe the PC version of the game, and it was just a really good show. I was laughing so much during that part of the event. It was just so funny, you know, seeing people get pumped up one minute and then the next minute just see people say, you know, what? They're really doing this? They're really just making a simple port instead of, you know, making it full HD on the PS4. It was really funny. So I would say that Uncharted 4 and The Troll by Square with Final Fantasy VII are the 2 most memorable moments of PSX in my opinion. And as I said before, you know, this PSX event made things feel like E3 during this part of the year, and hopefully, you know, this event will make Microsoft make an event too, and maybe Nintendo have Nintendo Direct during December to make things even more, to make things feel even more like mini E3 during this time of year. And now this edition of the D-Pad Discourse, Ralph Baer recently passed away. And not to be rude, but it's sort of fitting that he passed away around the time of PSX and the Game Awards, or shortly after both events, because if it wasn't for him, those 2 events more likely wouldn't exist, and I more likely wouldn't be making these videos if it wasn't for him. He was a father of the video game. You know, he started it all pretty much, and it's amazing to see how video gaming as a whole has come so far from when he, you know, was making prototypes for Pong back during the 1960s. So sad news that he passed away, but this his passing away will make more people, you know, look into his contributions for gaming and see how far gaming has come in such a pretty short amount of time. Alright, well, that ends another edition of the D-Pad Discourse. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will be coming back later for more videos. New episodes of the D-Pad Season 4 will be coming out soon. We'll be taking a look back at some of the recent games that came out in 2014, as well as some older games that many consider to be some of the best games of 2014, as well as their recent DLC updates, seeing if those updates really helped improve the games in any way. So hopefully you guys will be looking forward to that, and hopefully you guys will be looking forward to even more editions of the D-Pad Discourse. Until next time, Brad Davis saying goodbye, everybody.